Hello everybody. Today I'm doing a layout with this photo of some friends and I on a dock, and I've selected that striped paper from Simple Stories. It's from Summer Vibes, which was last year's summer collection, and the paper name is Oh Hello. And that paper was just said summer to me in so many ways, I just had to use it. The other thing I like about it is the stripes in that paper really emphasize the horizontal layout of the photo itself. The layout is fairly long. It's about 8 inches wide, and if I remember, it's about 4.5 or 5 inches high. I just loved that this photo of my friends and I we're all together. We rarely get photos together, so I thought it was pretty cool. Then I took that floral paper, also from Simple Stories Summer Vibes. It's called #selfie. And I just loved how it combined all the colors from the stripes. It was a little bit feminine because these are girlfriends, but still wasn't too bad for the two guys in the paper, or in the photo, and actually the dog is a guy too. Anyway, I just really like that, and I really wanted something to set the photograph off. I think the lightness of the turquoise is also a really nice foil of the darkness of the trees and the lake that we're sitting in front of too. So just that worked out really well. Now I have a lot of the elements, or had a lot of the elements from this, embellishments from this pack, and I went to my chipboard from the Summer Vibe collection. It's called Chipboard Stickers, and I grabbed that Hello Summer piece, which is going to be part of my actual title, because my title is for this whole thing is really Hello Summer by the Dock. And I also liked that sun as well, so I put that up in the corner, upper left corner, to balance off the large photo in the bottom right, although the sun won't stay there. And now I'm just looking through the bits and pieces, which are the die cuts from Summer Vibes. And I found a little banner there on the side that says Summer Vibes. I put something else, a chipboard piece there, but I'm going to change that out in a little bit. So I'm continuing to look at what else I can do, and I've pulled some of the flowers from the bits and pieces, and I'm still thinking about what I want to do. It's not really a beach, but I kind of like that umbrella, but that just wasn't fitting completely. It could have gone in the bottom right corner there. That would have helped balance things as well too. I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to journal on this. I was thinking about perhaps using some of the strips there, the stripes in the paper, to do the journaling, but I'm going to come up with another solution in just a little bit. And I'm still playing around with how I'm going to place the elements. I'm not liking where that sun is because it's throwing the balance off. So I put that in the top right there of the photo, and where the embellishments now are about where they're going to stay, or the clusters are going to end up. I am looking at my sheet for the Summer Vibe collection here, and I found that little Speech Bubble 6 sticker that says Heart This, so I'm going to put that underneath the sun because I do love this. Those stickers, that sticker sheet is called the Fundamentals Cardstock stickers. And then this is where I start looking for an idea about how I'm going to maybe journal, besides writing it right on the strips. And you know, if you watch me at all, you know I like to use journaling cards. I found this card, and this is from the October Afternoon Summertime memory cards. The October Summertime was last year's October Afternoon Summer collection. And that says Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days. Now I'm not going to journal on that, but I'm just going to use that as a grounding element. And then I found this other card that is really very neutral with some light blue lines, a little bit of red, and then very light neutral polka dots on the background of it. If you flip the card over, it has like a Coke bottle on it, but the other side doesn't. That's one thing I like about October Afternoon. is that on their journaling cards, they usually do one side that's more embellished and then the other side is plain, so that if the embellishment, like the Coke bottle, does not work for me, then I can just flip it over and use it. So that worked out great. And that's what I'm going to end up using. So I'm just going through and I'm going to put that down. And again, I'm really just using it as a grounding element, which is a really nice way to use up 3x4 cards. If you have them, you can use them to ground things, or any, any cards. But lots of us have Project Life or 3x4 cards or cut aparts, and it's hard to use them because there's so many. So this is a good way to take care of that. Now I'm getting my photo down even more. And I think that chipboard might be self-adhesive. I don't remember. But anyway, I put ATG on the back of it. It's hard for me to get the layer of the protective layer off the back of them anyway. And now I've gone with the summer vibe die cut for sure there. That little banner there. I like how it adds a more circular element. Everything else except for the sun and the sticker are a little bit more circular right now, but I really wanted to take some of the linear emphasis out of this. Otherwise it would be, without any round elements, it would be really too square. So now I'm thinking again about what else can I use. And I saw that bottle of suntan lotion that I kind of liked, and I was going to put that on there, but realized that there's a chipboard version of that, and because there wasn't a dimensional piece in that cluster, I decided that I'm going to use the chipboard version of that. Plus it was a little bit bigger and I just like the way that went. So now in each of the clusters there's something like that. And I play a little bit with maybe using the swimming suit, and because we're all in swimming suits, and decide not to do that. So that swimming suit's going to make it on my next layout though. You'll see that eventually as well. And unlike what I normally do, which is put the and I have to stop umming, is to put foam tape behind the die cuts. In this case, I'm not going to, because I already have the dimension in the suntan bottle, and I wanted something flat there. A little bit of ATG on the Hello Summer, and then I did find that floral die cut there from the Bits and Pieces from Summer Vibes, and I decided I would use that up there just to give a little more interest to the Hello Summer. It would look very lonely up there as it does right now by itself. I do want something else on here though, and I'm not quite sure what it is, so I'm going to play around with a couple of elements before I decide what that's going to be. These are the self-adhesive brads from the Hello Summer collection, and I tried one of these out but decide I don't like it. I love these brads because I like the look of them, I like the metal, but I hate poking holes through the page because I'm lazy, and so that's a really nice way to do this. It's one thing I think that Simple Stories does really well. Now I looked at my sticker sheet there, the cardstock stickers, and realized that there were these little fake sequins, I guess is what they are, and that they would be just the right little touch up there in the left corner, and then I added them in each of the clusters. It's just another element, and it's using some more things off my sticker sheet, which is important to get this stuff used up. There's quite a few of them, so it's nice that I have all that to choose from. And the one thing I'm going to have left here to do is the title. And I decide I'm going to want to add by the dock, so I'll look for that in just a second. And I'm still kind of playing around with that flower, which I stuck down and then decided I didn't like it. So I'm going to end up moving that flower. In just a minute. I liked it better there because it just felt like it was more a part of the cluster instead of just hanging out, I guess. You saw me use my Cricut spatula there, by the way. That's a great way to pull things that are stuck down off your paper without pulling paper up. So that's a little tip if you have one of those. I rarely use my Cricut anymore, but I use my Cricut spatula a lot. And again, back to, I'm too lazy to take the time to use it. And when I have time to scrapbook, I just like to scrapbook. And so often now when I'm scrapbooking, I'm filming. So it seems like that would be, I'd have to decide to cut whatever I'm going to cut even before I start. And I just don't take the time very often. So these are one of my favorite alphabets of all time. It's from American Crafts. It's one of the Chamel alphabets from, it might be Starshine that this came from. I think it is, but it's the American Crafts glitter thickers in the Fitzgerald font. I love that font. Chamel's made it in a couple of different things. I believe gold, black, and the aqua color here. And I will confess to having bought 3 packages of these letters. I think this might be my second one that I'm going through already. They're just perfect because you can get, they're fairly narrow, so you can get quite a few words in a much smaller space. And I'm living dangerously here because I did not use my wax paper. I think originally I was going to title it At the Dock, like Summer, Hello Summer at the Dock, but then I decided, you know, let's do By the Dock, Summer by the Dock, because then I can use a B and a Y, which I had quite a few of both of those, and I only had one more T left. So sometimes, you know, and that's such a popular letter, sometimes we just have to conserve that. And you guys see me MacGyver or, you know, change up letters all the time, but if I don't have to do that, it's really nice. And I'm just looking there to see if there's anything else, like any little asterisks or anything that I want to put on the layout. And I decided that, well, first of all, there weren't any, and B, that it was fine without that. And I like the glitteriness of these. So I'm going to use my American Crafts journaling pen. It's a 0.05. It's and I think on its last legs because I use it so much, so I started using my 0.03 as well on occasion, and that's not a bad one either. I like the weight of that line as well, and I think I have a couple more that are thicker than that. I bought a pack of American Crafts pens at Tuesday morning, I believe, and so I'm starting to just use those up. Since I have a little bit of time today, I'd just like to thank all of my subscribers and all of you who watch. Creating these videos has become really fun for me, and I was looking the other day and I've hit almost 400 subscribers, which is just crazy that 400 people actually care enough to watch. So just thank you all. You know, I do it for you as well. I think it's fun to watch videos myself, so it's kind of a give back, but I also think it's fun to learn from other people in our crafting industry. So as always, I hope you are all well. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.